Well, John, your side really had to grind that one out tonight. What do you make of the game?
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty good game. I would say that having sitting here with 3 points, but I thought we were really good in the first half, and the only thing that we didn't do is actually score and put away one of the chances. And we had quite a few. We were also a bit disappointing from some of our delivery from set pieces, which we do need to work on. We had about 8 or 9 corners in the first half and didn't really threaten. So I think if you give sides like this, who are a really good side, if you give them a chance to regroup at half time and come out again, then they're going to cause you a few problems. I thought that Exeter's changes made them slightly more vulnerable on the break. Thankfully we took advantage of that. The criticism I have of the side, that we didn't go a goal up in the first half, and then we didn't see the game out particularly well. Number one, not scoring the second, and number two, game management towards the end, I thought was pretty poor. So we got away with it tonight, but we need to make sure that we do those things better, because I think overall from the 90 minutes we definitely deserve to win the game.
In terms of selection, you made 2 changes to the 11. What did you make of Alex Robertson in his first start at Fratton Park?
Yeah, I thought he was outstanding, to be honest, to go as long as he did and to be as influential as he was in his first start. I think in this country, I think he's got a real bright future, the kid, and the real adjustment for him coming over from Premier League 2 to League 1, it's a huge adjustment, and Man City thankfully prepare their lads really well, and we saw the fruits of that tonight, and really pleased for him.
Colby Bishop doing what he does best. What a finish from him tonight. What did you make of it?
Yeah, the finish was brilliant on the turn. Colby is very accurate. That's an understatement. He's deadly from those sort of positions. And again, I always stress that the most important thing about Colby's game tonight was what he actually does for you off the ball. His work rate was absolutely incredible. He starts the press. He's physical. He's aggressive. He gives centre halves all sorts of problems, and he will score goals. We know that about him if we create enough chances. So, absolutely ecstatic for Colby, because I know he really wants goals. But for me, it's just all about his performance.
Jack Sparks was heavily involved in that move as well. How impressed are you with the impact of your substitutions tonight?
Jack Sparks was really unlucky probably not to start the game. Judging on the way that he's come on, he affected the Bristol Rovers game. I thought he was excellent against Forest Green, and again under different circumstances had a good impact at Leyton Orient. Again, we didn't think it was quite right. We thought that on balance it was still right for him to come off the bench, and thankfully as soon as we brought him on, he made that impact. We were very sure that he would be an attacking substitution, and even though he's not a traditional winger, he creates a huge amount of problems with his quality and the way that he goes on the front foot. So I thought that double change, him and Abu, made a real difference. I thought Gavin Anthony Scully, they did a huge amount of work for the sort of 60-70 minutes they were on, and grew into the game really well. So it's a real luxury to be able to bring a couple off the bench like that. Christian again came on and made a difference, and Rags was a brilliant one to bring on late to see the game out.
We said yesterday in the pre-match interview about Fratton Park on Tuesday nights having something special about it. Did that live up to your expectations once more tonight?
Yeah, definitely. It was special throughout. The support from the first minute was brilliant. I think it helps that we were front-footed in the first 45, and the game probably became a bit too open for our liking in the second half, but that makes for a good spectacle. And I don't know how many times we're going to see it. We probably need to be better at trying to score at the Milton end, but the Fratton end just sort of sucks the ball into the net. The atmosphere again, it's a real privilege to be part of it, and hopefully the lads appreciate that, having played for many years at many different places. I don't think anything matches it.
No, it can't have been nice to see 9 minutes come up at the end, and you've said about how you weren't particularly impressed with how we saw out the game. So what's key moving forward in order to do that?
I think 9 minutes was a slight anomaly today because the linesman was injured, so they were set for about 5, and the linesman was down. Meant the fourth official had to go and warm himself up. So, 5 was probably about fair. There weren't a huge amount of stoppages, and what we've got to do better is, I think, better decision making. I've praised him a huge amount there. Jack Sparks, he then takes the free kick that either has to go in the box on Colby Bishop's head, or you keep it in the corner. It can't go out for a goal kick. Now, there were many decisions that I thought we made late in the game that were poor. And we dug ourselves out of it, particularly with Will Norris's save at the end. So we just have to be much better at that, because one day we're going to get punished. We're going to come off the pitch having drawn 1-1 or lost the game at home, and we're going to think, how on earth did we do that, having dominated proceedings and having created the better chances. So we have to be much better.
Let's finish on a positive note. It's a clean sheet for the first time here at Fratton Park this season. how crucial is that moving forward? I know you mentioned Will Norris's save at the end, a crucial part of keeping that clean sheet as well.
Yeah, clean sheets are massive. It was a hallmark of our game at the weekend, actually, that even in a 4-0, I thought some of our best performers were performing with the ones that played in the back four, and Will Norris to make that save, that's obviously why we've brought him here. And he was brilliant. I thought Will was outstanding, not just in the obviously the way he won the game for us there, but in his distribution he recognised weaknesses in Exeter. I thought his kicking was brilliant. He knows when to go short, he knows when to go long. Decision making from someone like that is really, really important. So he's really impressed us since he's come in. We knew we were getting a really good player. You don't play in the Premier League for nothing, but I think he's probably sort of outweighed expectations. Real challenge for him now to stay on top of it and keep the lads going.